Have you ever wondered what the world looks like through the eyes of a 10-year-old living on the other side of the planet? Well, today, we're going to do just that. We're going to meet Daniel, a boy from Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and see his world through his eyes.
And who better to introduce our guide than, well, Daniel himself. In his own words, he's here to show us around.
All right, so let's properly meet our guide for the day, Daniel of Goma.
So, first things first, Daniel tells us he's 10 years old. 10. That's such a great age, right? The world is still just packed with things to discover.
Yep, just 10. It's a simple number, but it's really the lens through which he sees everything. His home, his school, and all his dreams.
Okay, so let's get a few more details, straight from him. He says his birthday's in July, and he lives in the Mabanga neighborhood of Goma. And I just love this last part. He mentions he lives near the market and just adds, which is nice. It's those small, happy observations that really paint the best picture, you know?
So, from his neighborhood, let's step into his home life. And he has this really simple but powerful way of summing it all up. We're happy there.
So who's in the family? Well, he's got one brother and one sister, and they do exactly what you'd expect siblings to do. They play together. It's just this universal, sweet picture of what being a kid is all about.
He even gives us a little tour. In his eyes, it's a big house with 3 rooms and a small kitchen. But here's the detail that makes it feel so real. He says, I really like my bed. I mean, who can't relate to that? It's your own little spot in the world.
Okay, so we've seen his home. Now let's head over to another really important place in his life, his school. Daniel's in the 4th form, studying social sciences. And you'll notice a pattern here. Just like he mentioned the market was close by, he points out that his school isn't too far from his house. Hey, a short commute is a win anywhere in the world, right?
And his favorite subject? This tells you so much about his personality. It's English, but it's the why that's so cool. He loves it because he just really likes to communicate with other people. It's all about connection. I love that.
His feelings about school are super positive. He likes it a lot and says his teachers are really kind, which is huge. And then when we zoom in a little closer, we get this wonderful detail. His best friend is Ben, and of course, they sit together. That's what it's all about, isn't it? He even paints us a picture of the classroom itself. It's a small class, about 20 students with wooden desks and a blackboard. But it's not some boring, sterile room. He says the walls are decorated with posters, bringing color and life into the whole space.
All right, we've seen his home, we've seen his school. Now for the really fun stuff. Let's explore the things he's passionate about, his hobbies, favorite foods, and dreams.
So, no big surprise here for a 10-year-old boy. His favorite sport is football. And his reason is just perfect. It's not about some complex strategy. It's just because, it's fast and exciting. It's pure joy. Now for a very important topic, food. His favorites are a mix of staple foods, like rice and beans, and awesome fresh fruit, like bananas and mangoes. A typical breakfast for him is bread and tea. But of course, there's always room for a special treat, ice cream. Beyond food and sports, Daniel's also a big animal lover. And his favorite? A dog. The reason is as simple and as heartwarming as it gets, because dogs are friendly.
So that naturally leads to the big question, doesn't it? Does he actually have one of these friendly companions himself?
The answer is, not yet. But that not yet is just filled with so much hope. This isn't just some casual wish. It's a real dream, a simple, totally relatable dream of having a dog of his own one day.
And that brings our time with Daniel to a close. Seeing his world defined by a friendly teacher, a best friend to sit with, an exciting game of football, and the simple dream of a pet, it's a pretty powerful reminder, isn't it? It leaves us with a question to think about. What are the simple joys that define your world?